Finally, I'm sitting down to make a video. This is so great. Welcome to Spoolheads Racing. I'm Russ. I do downhill gravity-based diecast racing and make track and accessories for it. I've been working on an open track solution for an open track turn, and it's been a lot of work. I ended up stalling out on it a couple months ago and got really busy with work and with life, and but I'm finally back to it. I'm going to show you version 3.1 of that turn, and then a version 4 that of where I'm currently at. All right, so let's get started. All right, this is where I ended up with version 3.1. I think the last time I didn't quite have all the supports in and all the connectors in. But as you can see right there, it's got like a 3-inch. It starts about 3 inches higher than like the center of the track right here. So it starts there and then comes down and around. I added more grooves to it. I think I did. It's been so long I don't remember. But it's held together by with these little brackets right here. And one of the weaknesses is I just couldn't get it tight enough. And I thought about trying to put it together with zip ties or something like that. Let me show you. So as I was trying to figure this out, I ended up trying to get these pieces together, these little fins that would maybe be tied together with zip ties and pulled together. When it came down to it, it was just too complicated. It just was a mess trying to get it together. Anyway, so there's a bunch more track pieces that I'm not going to use. What I discovered, what I realized by watching other people's YouTube channel is that with the crash racers, people are doing this already. People are putting a slope in on the turn. So like with the crash racers, if you just lower it down, like it's easy to get that drop in. And I decided that I didn't have to design that in. And if I could not design it in, then it would give me a lot more flexibility too. So I kind of started over with it. But you see how easy that crash racers? I mean, you can go like really steep with it. It's really kind of flimsy when it comes down to that. As long as I could twist the track, then it would do what I wanted to. This gave me a lot of options, and I ended up with version 4.0. All right, so this is where I'm at with version 4. It's not 180 degrees, but it's not 180 degrees because by not building in the drop, I was able to make it symmetrical. So the ramp in and the ramp out are the same. By doing that, I'm able to have those line up and then tie those together in a way that gives me a lot more flexibility. So now this is a 45-degree turn. And then I can insert in these little 22.5-degree turns inside of that and make it whatever angle I want it to be. It's now held together just with screws. I love it. It's so much easier. So I've got the screws there, and I've got little places to bolt it down. And so I'm going to make this, I'm going to adjust this a little more. This isn't the final screw base. And in addition, you'll see that my print settings are a little messy on this one right here. These are older 45-degree angles, and so I don't have those built in yet. But today we are going to test out this 45-degree turn and see how it works. All right, so I've set up just a little temp track. It'll come down and drop into the cardboard lid. And let's see what angle we're at. We are at, I have to do it upside down. This is almost 7.5 degrees down. So that's a pretty good slope going down. We're gonna do a run and see how it goes. All right, just to test it out, I raised up the track to reduce the angle. We're gonna go to about 5.5 degrees to see how the cars do. All right, let me know what you think of that test. My first impressions, I haven't gone back to watch all the footage yet, but my first impressions are the track still feels a little smooth, or excuse me, a little rough. And I wonder if the grooves are deep enough. Please feel free to leave a comment of any observations that you saw. Testing this version 4 track is going to be a few steps because of the different angles that it can be part of, but for a 45-degree turn, so far, it's working pretty good. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button if you haven't already. Thanks so much for all your support, and race on, friends.